I'm going to talk you through my creative process for choreography. I've stumbled upon a nice set of things and an order of which things really work well for me across multiple different contexts, whether it's a musical or whether it's a music video, like for this, for example. I'm going to show you a different artist's music video, my prep work that I did. So this is like step one of the thing, right? And we're going to use the same format for this other artist's music video. So basically, I like to start by dissecting the song into the layers. This is if I don't have sheet music, which usually you don't, unless you're working on a musical, which when I was, that was the best thing ever, just having all of the music laid out in sheet music in front of me and being able to choreograph to that, because then I can get like a visual representation of what the music specifically looks like in its exactitude. And then based on that, I can really visually find a way to articulate and punctuate the music to what I feel like it should look like externally and be physically represented as, if that makes sense. So when I don't have that, I do it myself. So basically we have all the different layers in the song, and then we have the rhythm for the layers. And this is basically the pattern of how it repeats. So the guitar goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1E, 2E, 3 and 4E, da-na, 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 da-na. And it just keeps going that throughout the chorus, right? So then by lining them up with the counts, I can see how all of them align, and I can start to recognize the patterns in the music, how the backing vocals, for example, here align with the violin. It's the same rhythm. And then I can also visualize where there's gaps in, negative space left in the music. So this is a pretty full track, but I can see that there's quite a bit of gap between counts 2 and 3 under all of the different layers. So therefore I can use that space in count 2 or 3 to sort of build tension using the body and create some release in the next count. So I'm writing all my patterns, and then lastly I'm writing my textures. So what do these actually look like visually? Like, what's the quality? Because this is just the rhythm, and there are some dynamics here. I've put crescendo, decrescendo, and like a little accent and everything, but what is the exactitude of what it sounds like? To me, the vocals felt breathy, swelly, airy, like a transparent wash, or sort of like leaves blowing in the wind, like this kind of light forward moving momentum. The electric guitar sounded pingy. It felt internal and really small and accurate. So how I would represent that would be tinier. The piano felt like, because the chords would go from like, say, seventh to tonic. So it would be like, dun, dun, like it felt like the body, like there was a resolution in the body when I was listening to it. So open, close every time. Then tension and release in the violin, racing to the top of a summit and then catching your breath is kind of what the violin felt like. So like, like, like tension and breath of release. That's what it felt like that, like that. Anyway, finding these things have been these kind of ways of visualizing the music has been pivotal in my creative process. And I already have synesthesia, so it's like already halfway there, but I've really learned to tap into that superpower even more recently by my current obsession and love affair with jazz music. I've been going to see live jazz gigs like at least once a week, sometimes multiple times. I'm honestly a little bit addicted. It's an issue. But jazz has been like, I feel high when I'm listening to jazz because everything's improvised, right? So I'm constantly at the edge of my seat. I don't know what the next note's going to be, and it like hits in my body everywhere differently, and it's such a beautiful dynamic experience. And then improvising to the improvisation live has been like game changing. So it's really helped me tune into the details of like, how does it sound, not just like it's not just a sharp accent. Is it like that, or is it like that, or is it like that? Like there's so many different ways that something can sound sharp, if that makes sense. So it's like about finding the shape of the sharpness and finding the shape, how it hits. Like, does it rebound, or is it just straight, or is that too linear? Is it more small? Is it more boom, or is it boom, or is it, you know? So anyway, we're going to play with the chorus for this song. I'm going to do this exercise with you. So we're going to identify all the layers, the patterns, and then the textures, and then we're going to get up and choreograph. So we start at 51 seconds. Ready? Okay, let's do that much. Let's identify all of the layers, then we'll count the rhythms of them.